Hey guys, so today we are going to be talking about the 5 benefits, unexpected benefits I have seen from choosing to do a no-spend October/November. We'll see how long I can make it. So if you want to watch, stay tuned. So welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name's Morgan and I am a mother of 3. I'm a teacher. I like to do this in my spare time. And so I am doing a video today about a goal or a commitment that I set for myself called No Spend. No Spend October, and then I'm hoping to make it all the way through into November as well. This came out of a recognition in myself that I had some shopping habits that had been contributing to the excess stuff in our home and in our life. I've been made aware of that and I want to work on that in my heart. And so while working on it inwardly, I also wanted some restrictions for myself outwardly. And so I've committed to this No Spend November concept and No Spend October. And this one's hard, guys, because October is my birthday month. And I love all things Halloween. So I'm going to talk about some of the benefits I've found with this. Benefit number 1. The first benefit is that it's made me aware of my impulses. I cannot tell you guys how many times in the last couple weeks I've just had the thought, oh, I'll go buy that. Even while minimalizing. So I did a video where I was minimalizing my kitchen cabinets and I came up with some items I wanted to move to our basement because I only use them once a year, a couple times a year. As soon as I went to put them in my basement, I realized we didn't have any storage containers to put them in. And I thought, oh, I'll go buy that. And you know, I understand there's times in our lives where we have real needs we have to go buy. But I'm sticking to this no spend. So I said, okay, I can't go out and buy it. What am I gonna do? So I went to our basement and I had to become thrifty and resourceful. And I had like an insulated bag that I really have never used to bring groceries home in, but it was the perfect container for those items to store. And so yes, it's not gonna look like a perfect storage container. I think that's part of it too, is I've had to let go of perfection. So I'm understanding my impulses and I'm letting go of that and I'm finding substitutes for the things that I need. The other, temptation for me is always to go on to Amazon and how easy it is to click buy. So purposely for this month, I took the app off my phone. If I want to buy something, I would have to go in through the computer, log in, all of that stuff. But even then, even with that extra step, I was still tempted. We have a party coming up where we're going to be doing an outdoor event for our kids. And as I was decorating, I realized I had a thought every few minutes like, oh, I would love to have some more lights for our kids. I could just get on Amazon and buy that. Or, oh, what if everybody's in costume? I don't have a costume. I do not own any costumes right now. And so I thought, well, how am I going to get around this with no spend? And so I started thinking creatively. Well, maybe I make some of my costume out of what I have. Maybe I go on our neighborhood app and see if anybody's getting rid of one free. So there's ideas in there, right? But no spend has forced me to think outside of the box. All right, idea number 2. And I mentioned this here, it forces you to be creative. So I've already touched upon that. I was literally at my kitchen table last night, guys, trying to think, am I gonna make my own witch hat? I was just trying to think of possible costumes. I was like, we have cardboard, I could cut it out, and trying to brainstorm how I'm gonna do this without spending. So that creativity that it fosters in us, I think we get so used to the idea of new and the ease of, I'll just go buy it, I'll buy it. And it's amazing how that just has our cash fly out the window at every impulse. So 1, it helps us be aware of our impulses. 2, it helps me be creative. Number 3, I wrote it down here. It helps you learn to share, okay? And also rely on your community. So I understand in minimalism that I don't want you guys to think, oh, I'm getting rid of everything just so I can go borrow it from others who are willing to store it. And, if we look at our community value in the Old Testament, in the Bible, in the New Testament too, everybody shared everything they had in common. If somebody was seen to be in need, people pooled their resources, they found what the need was, and they met it. And so I thought about, it's interesting with minimalism, there are some things you might lack. There might be some things you don't have anymore or you've never had, and you need those things. But we have to get past this idea that we have to own it, right? It takes some humility to go to someone and say, hey, I don't have this thing. Do you potentially have it? Could I borrow it from you? And then it also teaches respect for that person's stuff. We have to take care of it. We have to give it back in good condition. And so getting that idea in my head of, okay, maybe I don't have to own it, but I could borrow it. So case in point, preparing for this celebration for my kids coming up, we're going to have her friends over to the backyard for this Halloween trunk or treat type thing. And I wanted our backyard really lit up because it's going to be at night and I want the kids to be able to see everything. And we just don't have a lot of lights. As much as I love light and as much as I put Christmas lights out and different things, we did not have enough to light up our backyard. So I started calling around because my first impulse was to hop on Amazon and say, I'm going to buy some more. But I did not do it, guys. So I called, I found out that my mom had some extra lights. She gladly gave them to me. Honestly, she's probably okay if I keep them, but I'm going to borrow them. I don't need to own them. I'm going to give them back. And for this event, I could borrow the lights and we shared our resources. So it's teaching me that I don't have to own things to have that value in them. Okay, number 4 is all about finding contentment with the things we do have. When we want to go out and constantly buy new, there is this allure of new things. There's this adrenaline or rush in our brains when you put on that new outfit. But we have to find contentment in the things we have. And with no spend as my guidelines, I am looking around and I am having to see my house, my stuff, the things I own in a new light. I've talked about having to get creative with the things I have, but also just being happy with the stuff I have. And I feel like this is breathing new life and new contentment into me that I had not previously found when I was just free to buy anything I wanted. All right, and then the 5th thing that has been an unexpected benefit is using experiences for fun versus shopping. So like I said, in the past when I would get bored or maybe even need like a self-esteem boost, I'd love to go shopping. I'd buy myself a new outfit or do something along those lines to make myself feel better. Or out of boredom, I would go wander the aisles at Target. I mean, who hasn't done that? And just kind of look around and see what's for sale on the end caps. And we make ourselves feel better about it because it's for sale. Or even if we feel guilty buying it for ourselves, that other workaround for moms is we take our children and we're like, well, I bought it for my kid. I didn't buy myself a new outfit. I bought my child a new outfit. And it makes us feel good about our parenting and, as a mother, we're providing, right? But I understand, again, there are places and times in our lives where we have legit needs and we have to go shopping and we have to meet those needs or creatively meet those needs through thrifting or hand-me-downs or different things. But for my purposes, for this no shopping time, I wanted a time where I just could see I'm not doing it. I'm not going shopping. I'm not providing the needs that way. So I have had to find other things to occupy my time, other experiences to fill me up, getting outside more, playing with my kids, using the time to actually read. I love reading, but I always felt like I never had time for it. So, now I have that. So that's that 5th benefit that was unexpected, is just really being present in the moments and the experiences. All right, so overall, that's where I'm at. I wanted to check in, and I appreciate you guys watching and holding me accountable in not spending for this time period. And I hope to stick with this. I will update you as it keeps going. and as new benefits, are revealed to me. Thank you guys for watching. And if you want to see more, make sure to hit like and subscribe. And I really appreciate you all. God bless.